Hey guys, before this video really begins, I want to mention a few things. Go to this part of the video if you don't care what I have to say. I want to thank you for 1 million views and 15,000 subscribers. It's amazing how much support my channel gets actually. Even though I don't get many patrons, I get shit tons of views, likes, nice comments, and of course, subscribers. At least compared to most other channels on my size. I want to thank everyone who has seen and supported my videos, and I hope I will keep being content with you for years to come. Oh, and from now on, I will still make TF2 videos, but I also want to do other stuff in between. I've always made this channel solely to make the content I like making. And I finally want to live up to that goal and make other kinds of videos than only TF2. It can become repetitive very fast otherwise, which kills creativity and therefore production speed and quality. I know that a lot of my viewers don't actually play TF2 anymore, but still watch me, because they enjoy my editing and commentating, which is by the way a huge compliment. When a big set of your viewers watch your content even though they don't care about the topics, you have to be doing something right, whatever that is. Therefore, I think it's time to do a lot more different kind of content, starting with this video right here. Other than that, enjoy the video. Hey Lenny, roll the intro.
With my apologies.
So... Roblox. I think the reaction to the title Apple Reviews Roblox fit into these three categories. Number 1,
Roblox? Isn't it that game full of 10-year-olds who have to steal their mommy's credit card to pay for skins and shit? And also Apple's fat.
Number 2,
Oh my god, Apple made something that isn't about TF2 unsub from this faggot.
and number 3.
What the fuck is a Roblox?
And the last one was what I was trying to find out. What the fuck is this game? I've heard people making fun of this game for such a long time, but I've never really played it. I don't know anyone who hasn't heard at some point someone make a joke about how shitty this game is. Or talked about how their 9-year-old cousin logs into Roblox every day to play Roblox Anime Cross or Phantom Force. You see, I don't have any younger cousins. I don't even have any cousins, and my siblings are both way older than me. So I've actually not before the production of this video seen what Roblox even is. Why do little kids like this game? That's what I sought to find out when making this video. And I don't get it. I really don't get it. This game is incredibly uninspired and stupid. No, actually, it's a terrible game, if you could even call it a game.
Hey guys, this is Super Minecraft Kid here. I'm playing Roblox Survive the Disasters. So, in this game you have to survive the disaster.
You see, Roblox is not even really a game. It's more like a horrible monster of a game market. It's basically an engine with a browser full of free games built for that engine. As the company says on its website, Roblox is the best place to imagine with friends. Sorry, I like how they trademark the word friends. That's just funny to me. Anyway, let's proceed. With the largest user-generated online gaming platform and over 15 million games created by users. So yeah, it's basically a huge collection of horrible games. They're either 10-year-old Timmy's first game project, or games made by terrible studios who want to earn money from free games like Escape the iPhone or Grand Blox Auto. Kill me. Because when I say free games, I mean that in the same way that the iOS App Store says free, because these games are of course monetized. Kinda like the apps on iOS. No, actually, this is exactly like iOS games, but even worse. At least the App Store has some good content in between the horrible apps that are ruining it. Roblox has practically only bad games. Obviously because they aren't made by proper developers, but the community. Don't believe me? Here are some of the most popular games on the whole website. What about a game like Roblox High School? Or maybe, if you like something a little bit more adult, you can try Adopt and Raise a Cute Kid. We can also try some action in Pizza Tycoon, which isn't an action game, but was in the category of military games for some reason, which we all know is perfect for a game where you make pizzas. By the way, while I was scrolling the Roblox games on one of our school's computer laptops, I got this ad. Kill me. I've heard too many 10-year-old viewers make that joke to me because my name is Apple. Please, just stop it. Please. It's like if Minecraft PvP servers had an app store, but also their own virtual currency, and could spam their games with irritating in-game purchases, where it like basically filled about 50% of the screen. Like, look at these fucking purchases. They're just all over the fucking screen. Leave me fucking alone. I'm just trying to play Escape the iPhone. Leave me alone. At least the Minecraft servers are fun, I might add, since it's based on Minecraft, a game with a way better engine and general gameplay. It was created by actual proper developers with a love for the craft, and it was actually properly programmed. They had an actual vision, because they were proper experienced developers. Why anyone would like to play millions of bad games instead of one good one, with an endless amount of hours of proper quality content, I can't fathom. I don't know if you know this, but I actually began this channel making Minecraft videos. They're pretty bad. Here, have a little sneak peek. They're fucking terrible. You know, Roblox games are really terrible compared to Minecraft servers. Yes, I just described Minecraft servers in a positive light. But this is how bad Roblox is by comparison. It's impossible to make a good game with Roblox. And why, you might ask? Well, it's not because people haven't tried to make a good game. They've really tried their best. I mean, look at this Pokemon Brick Bronze game, which I'd say is the best game on the Roblox website. And it's not only because I'm a sucker for Pokemon stuff. They really tried their best with this one. I feel horrible for hating on it, but it still doesn't get close to a custom-made game with a proper engine. Because the Roblox engine sucks. The graphics are so incredibly ugly that even I, who plays on the lowest settings in TF2 to get 300 FPS, can't stand looking at it. This is also why they can run so well on anything. Because it looks like something from the early 21st century. So it can run on basically any device. It requires nothing to run. Don't believe me? The graphics options is one single slider. No anti-aliasing, texture quality, model quality, lighting, or anything you will find in even the simplest of games. And what does the slider even do? Does the slider change the polygon count, the texture quality, the lighting, render distance? What does it do? Seriously, what does it do? How can this game look like this with the graphics on full? But yeah, it's because of how bad the game looks and how little it requires to run these games that it's popular. A lot of kids have really bad computers since they don't have their own money to buy a good one. When I was a kid, I used a horrible laptop computer. For some reason, I put Razer sticker on it. I don't know, I guess it was to make it cool. But this is something I noticed generally with popular kids games. They all require very little to run. Though why the hell couldn't they add a few more options than just a shitty slider that doesn't even explain what it does? Is it that hard to make this game run a little bit better? Or did the developer just not give a shit? I think both options are equally likely at this point. Oh, and get used to looking at characters made out of blocks smiling while shooting each other down with models stolen from Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Because that sums up about half of these games, I would say. They were shittier versions of other games. By the way, this game, Blox, yes, that's the name of the game, I'm not kidding, uses models, sounds, music, game mechanics, and textures stolen from Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And they earn money from it. They earn money from ripping off a huge company like Valve. I don't know how this is allowed, but that is exactly what all of these games are. They're filled with copyrighted content that earns real money off of in-game purchases with a virtual currency called Robux. How haven't they got sued for this? Oh wait. They have. I wonder who they got sued by. By Cinemark, the biggest theater chain in the US. What? Seriously? When they actually finally get sued from earning money off of copyrighted content. The infringement is some people, I am not joking here, building a copy of some of their theaters in Roblox. Not the obvious monetary gain off of copyright infringed content? No, that's obviously completely fine. But building a copy of a theater? Yes, that is worthy of a lawsuit, definitely. Oh wait, I almost forgot. It's America. In America, lawsuits are as abundant as hydrogen atoms in the universe. I mean, I even found a copy of the Sticky Bomb launcher that you could buy for actual money in Roblox. And if you're saying
that is because Roblox didn't make them, but it's actually the creators of those specific items and games that did. Therefore, it isn't Roblox's responsibility at all.
That's wrong. YouTube got sued by Viacom even though they didn't make the copyright infringed content. Users did. They still hosted it, therefore it was their responsibility. If you are the host of the content and you let people make this content and earn money from it on your website, it's your fault. The best explanation for why they get away with all of this copyright infringement I found out thanks to a random person on Reddit named Darren_X. Here's what he said.
Games that are based on other games and their game mechanics are perfectly legal. However, game titles, storylines, characters, and art assets are intellectual property protected by copyright laws and cannot be used without the owner's permission, regardless of whether your game is free to play or not.
Wait, shouldn't that mean that it is infringement of copyright? I mean, I'm pretty sure that these anime characters in Anime Cross are intellectual properties. As he says himself, if the characters are protected under copyright, which the characters in this fighting game is, it's copyright infringement. So I'm pretty sure they would have been at least sued a little bit more than just one single time over something as stupid as a theater chain. So my question is, why is it allowed? He explains in the next paragraph.
In practice, however, Roblox really does not care unless someone makes an explicit copyright claim, which doesn't happen very often. So that dozens of Roblox's games can exist violating copyright laws, mostly through the use of popular music or themes.
So to put this in context, the reason why Roblox doesn't get sued anymore is the same reason why YouTube doesn't get sued anymore. They both have a copyright system. Now, I just want to mention that I don't care that they use other companies' properties. There are billion-dollar corporations. I don't have any sympathy for someone stealing their content. I just didn't get how they could get away with this. So I guess the only thing left is doing a few reviews on the games you can play. These are the kinds of games you can play with the immensely popular game, Roblox. Phantom Forces is the most popular game on the Roblox website. And since this is a website for 12-year-olds, it will come as no surprise that the most popular game is a copy of Call of Duty. But instead of the compact, fast-paced gameplay of Call of Duty, it's slow, boring, and really confusing. There are basically no artistic vision, and the maps are way too big. The weapons are all really unbalanced, by the way, and not because I would say that Call of Duty is completely balanced with its weapons, but it's definitely better than this. The only good parts are the things the game stole directly from Call of Duty. Because even though Call of Duty is no masterpiece at all, it's at least competently made. The maps are empty mostly because of the map being confusing thanks to repeating textures and rooms. Most of the time I was running around confused trying to find enemies. It's like this game wants you to suffer by giving you something that feels fun at the start, but afterwards begins giving you a mental beating by making you confused and alone. You don't even know where you are because everything looks the same, everything, and you feel terrified and I just want to shoot things. Is that too much to ask for? Blox is another clone of a popular shooter. This time of the Russian 12-year-old's favorite game, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Counter-Strike is not my cup of tea, but I can say for sure that the game is very well designed. But Blox removes a lot of what made the original good. Firstly, the crusher doesn't show how much your accuracy changes, so you end up having no idea even if you're hitting things. The game uses models and animations from CSGO, but for some reason is still using the blocky character models, which makes it hilarious. I mean, look at when they crouch, It looks terrible when they try to do all these really cool and rad animations, since they have these really awkward blocky arms. I'm sorry, but it doesn't look fucking cool. It looks like an abomination of nature. By the way, this game has skins stolen directly from the real game. You have to buy them with real money, I might add. I'm not kidding when I say this, but the first time I joined a game in Blox, a little kid was talking about how he got a knife skin in Blox. Blox! He wasted his money in the Roblox game. A copy of another game that he could buy with the fucking money he wasted on a fucking knife skin in Blox. What the fuck? Next up is Anime Cross. Another copy of another game. I'm beginning to notice a pattern here. Okay, so this one is really bad. The two other games I would describe as okay compared to this one. At least they were playable and sometimes maybe a little fun even. But this game, it's not fun at all. Basically, you play as anime characters and fight each other. You all have basic punches that you use with your left click and 4 other attacks that you activate with 1, 2, 3, and 4 on your keyboard. That's pretty simple. That should at least result in an acceptable game. But The controls are fucking terrible. Firstly and worst is that your mouse is free roaming. To rotate the camera, you have to hold down the right click button. Now, that doesn't seem so bad by itself. See, you just hold the right mouse button and start punching and using your abilities, right? No, that's way too logical, because where you have to click is based on the position of your cursor. So if you start rotating the camera when the cursor is on the right side of the screen, to register a punch when rotating the camera, you have to click where the cursor is. This makes the game incredibly awkward to play. I don't know if it's the developer's fault or the Roblox developer's fault. I think it's a mix of two, honestly. This game is basically fucking garbage. Lastly, we have SkyWars, which is another clone of something else. I mean, it's like I would say about 70% of these games are all copies of something else, honestly. It's really irritating and stupid. This game copies Minecraft's popular SkyWars maps. If you don't know what that is, it's basically where you all are on one island and you basically have to mine their resources and after that fight each other. But as you already noticed, nearly all of these Roblox games are horrible at actually copying the mechanics of the original. This one fails to be entertaining or even well designed mechanically. It's a mess of horrible camera controls, terrible weapons, and waiting times before matches. This one was so incredibly unenjoyable that I just gave up trying to play it entirely. It's so bad. It's terrible. This is the worst game of them all. The only good thing about it is when you have to wait and you don't actually have to play the real game. That's the best part. Yes, it's that bad. I don't want to play any of these games anymore. Please just make it stop. I'll play anything but these fucking horrible Roblox games. Can I please just play one good game? Getting the footage for this video is the closest thing to torture other than literal torture. This is the reason why we are a failed species. These kids will someday run the world. The people that find Roblox SkyWars a good game will someday run our banks and run our governments. Humanity is facing its biggest challenge in generations. Not the pollution of Earth, the killing of countless species through our greed, the amount of slave labor still exists in many countries, terrorism, pollution, greed, and bad politics. Not even close to as big of a threat to our children than Roblox. So kids of today, the only thing I am asking is this. Can you please just play Minecraft instead? It's way better than Roblox. Just please, just stop this cancer. Like seriously.